Imagine a situation where you have rehearsed your speech countless times, only to freeze up as soon as you step onto the stage. Or maybe the mere idea of presenting makes you want to back out entirely. This is an atmosphere where you struggle with constant heart pounding, shortness of breath, shaky voice, and upset stomach. Once you find yourself in such an environment, struggling with those symptoms, then you are struggling with glossophobia, the anxiety of speaking in public. You don't have to be a natural-born speaker to get better at it. It is a skill, just like anything else, that can be developed with practice, patience, and a few strategies. In today's video, we're going to explore simple and effective strategies to help you manage public speaking anxiety. Whether you're preparing for a speech or a presentation, or just want to feel more at ease in social settings, these tips will help you take control and speak with confidence. 1. Don't memorize all your script. Instead, focus on key points. If you are the type who reads every word straight from a script, chances are you probably zoned out. It's tough to stay engaged when the speaker sounds more like they're reading an essay than having a conversation. Instead, jot your points down on note cards or a piece of paper to guide you. This approach helps you stay organized while allowing you to speak naturally. If you lose your place or get distracted, you can glance at your notes, pick up the next point, and keep going without missing a beat. This is especially helpful for public speaking beginners. When you speak freely, you give yourself the flexibility to adjust in the moment if something doesn't go as planned. It also makes your delivery more authentic. And remember, nobody expects perfection. They want a speaker who sounds real and relatable. 2. Get comfortable with your topic. One of the best ways to calm your nerves is to know what you're talking about. The more familiar you are with your topic, and the more it genuinely matters to you, the easier it becomes to stay on track. Think about it. If you know your material inside and out, you're less likely to freeze up or lose your place. And if you do momentarily get lost, because hey, it happens to everyone, it'll be much easier to bounce back. Instead of panicking, you can quickly refocus and keep going. Getting alone with yourself and your audience is a kind of ease you want to aim for when developing your public speaking skills. 3. Organize your materials and thoughts. When your thoughts and materials are in order, it becomes much easier to manage nerves and feel more in control. It doesn't matter if you're just starting with public speaking training or already honing your public speaking skills, good preparation will surely boost your confidence. If you're using props, audio clips, or visual aids like slides, make sure they align with your message and flow smoothly. Having a logical structure gives you a roadmap to follow, which is especially helpful for beginners. It helps you stay on topic, avoid rambling, and guide your audience through your presentation with ease. 4. Imagine the worst-case scenario by challenging specific worries. Fear is natural, right? But sometimes we tend to blow them out of proportion, imagining worst-case scenarios that may never happen. Here's a practical tip. Write down the exact things you're afraid of, whether it's forgetting your lines, stumbling over words, or facing a silent audience. Then, take a moment to question those fears. How likely is it that these things will happen? What evidence do you have that supports or refutes these worries? Do you have answers to those questions? Then you've gained 100% perspective on the subject matter already. It's a simple exercise that not only helps you challenge your fears, but also strengthens your public speaking skills by making you more confident in addressing the things that worry you most. 5. Practice some deep breathing exercises. Before stepping up to speak, it's okay to take a few deep breaths. Studies show that slow breaths can help ease tension and calm your nervous system. It sends signals to your brain that you're in control, lowering the fight or flight response that often kicks in when you're nervous about speaking in front of an audience. The beauty of deep breathing is that it doesn't require any special skills or equipment. Just breathe in for a few seconds and breathe out. Make sure you focus on your breath. For beginners in public speaking, this technique will help you stay composed before facing the crowd, and it's something you can rely on during your speech. Whenever you feel anxiety creeping back, just pause for a moment, take a deep breath, and refocus. 6. Visualize your success. One of the special characteristics of our brain is its ability to respond to the mental image of success in much the same way they do to the experience. You can wire it to shift your mindset toward what could go right instead of focusing on what could go wrong. You can picture yourself standing in front of the audience, feeling calm and confident, smoothly delivering your key points. Imagine the audience nodding in agreement, listening attentively, and even applauding at the end. By repeatedly visualizing a positive outcome, you're training your mind to feel more at ease in that situation. Just imagine every detail going well and use that mental boost to walk into your speech with more confidence. This practice helps reduce anxiety and builds a sense of control over the upcoming experience. 7. Constantly practice your steps. This isn't just any practice. It's rehearsing your entire presentation multiple times and in different settings. Start with people you feel comfortable around, like friends or family, and ask for constructive feedback. Their input can help you refine your delivery and pinpoint areas for improvement. Once you feel good about that, challenge yourself by practicing in front of people you know less well. This will help stimulate the nerves you might feel when speaking to a larger or unfamiliar audience. The more you expose yourself to this, the easier it will be to manage anxiety when the real moment comes. You can also make a recording of your practice session. Watching yourself on video might feel awkward at first, but it's a great way to spot things like pacing, body language, and vocal tone. You'll see firsthand where you can improve and where you're already doing well. This step, while sometimes uncomfortable, is a critical part of public speaking training that can elevate your performance. 8. Utilize the moment of silence. You see those moments when your mind goes blank and you can't remember what to say next. Those are the dreaded moments of silence. But here's the thing. Those moments are not as bad as they seem. What feels like an eternity to you is usually just a few seconds, and your audience might not even notice. A brief pause can work in your favor. It gives the audience a chance to reflect on what you've just said, making your message more impactful. So, instead of panicking, embrace the silence. Take a few deep breaths to calm your nerves, collect your thoughts, and smoothly continue. Keep in mind that pauses can be a natural part of communication, not something to fear. 9. Prepare for difficult questions. When you're gearing up for a presentation, don't just prepare only your material, also think ahead about any tough questions that might come your way. You aren't just there to deliver information. You are also there to handle your audience with confidence, especially if someone challenges you. One useful public speaking tip is to try anticipating tricky questions before the event. Think about areas where your topic might spark debate or disagreement and have responses ready. This preparation helps you stay composed when the unexpected happens. If someone asks a tough or critical question during your speech, acknowledge them graciously. A simple, "That's a great point," or "I appreciate your input," goes a long way in keeping things professional and showing you're open to different perspectives. If you're stumped by a question and don't know the answer, don't panic. It's completely fine to admit it. Just let them know you'll look into it and follow up afterwards. 10. Familiarize yourself with the venue beforehand. If you have the chance, visit the venue beforehand. Familiarize yourself with the space and check out any equipment you'll need, like microphones, projectors, or clickers, so you're not caught off guard. It's a small but essential part of public speaking training that can make a big difference. When you know how things work and where you'll be standing, you can focus more on your delivery and less on logistics. 11th, get support through public speaking communities. Being part of a supportive community exposes you to various speaking styles and strategies used by others. You can even learn from their experience. It will provide you with new techniques and approaches to overcoming your public speaking fears. Beyond just speaking, support groups often encourage members to take on leadership roles, helping them develop broader communication skills in managing discussions, organizing meetings, and moderating events. Feeling nervous or anxious in certain situations is completely normal, and public speaking is no exception. This type of anxiety is often referred to as performance anxiety and can manifest in various ways, such as stage fright, test anxiety, or writer's block. Professionals also struggle with it. What's your greatest fear about facing an audience in your school or organization? How are you able to solve it? We'd love to know in the comments section. With that, we've come to the end of another exciting, mind-opening episode. If you loved this video, be sure to leave a like and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.